Hey everybody, Boris, BK Forex. Welcome to the crosses section for December 4, December 8, 2017. And some very interesting stories, of course, in the crosses this week, really centering, I think, on cable and CAD as the primary catalyst against which you want to put some trades. But before that, a very, very quiet relative trade that I think is interesting just because of the front of the week potential here for a breakout here. Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi remains in this very tight 111, 110 range. But remember, if Aussie data is negative and there is a skew towards a dovish tilt on the RBA, that could have an impact that could really test that whole 110 support level. The next idea is really the pound breakout story. It's basically all hunky-dory on the Brexit story. If we can get positive resolution of some sort of a deal, we should have a runaway move in cable. And if yen just sort of holds bid at this point ahead of the non-farm payrolls, the move through the 153 could be very powerful. This is yearly highs on pound yen. We're watching it. This 53.50 range is very, very strong. A disappointment, of course, works the exact opposite way. So to me, this is a very interesting breakout trade on both sides of the ranges to watch out for. And last thing is the continuation trade. We talked about earlier how powerful the CAD rally was on Friday. This kind of a price signal almost always has continuity. And of course, one of the more interesting intra-commodity stories is going to be the relative weakness of Aussie versus the relative strength of CAD that could push us all the way down to 9,600. We can take a look at the charts here and see exactly what I'm talking about. And we can start with odd CAD because this is, as I said, a very, very strong technical signal that works quite often. You can see this on the charts quite well, that unless the signal comes in sort of at the end of a range, and even then, if it does, it's sort of, as long as the end of the range, this particular case, no, it actually had continuity, even continuity over here. It may not have a lot, but if you look at this particular candle, this is the one exception to all the samples you can see here for the rest of the year. It did have some continuity before it sort of evened out. But in the other places, we've had very strong continuity 2, 3, 4 days forward. As long as you took the closing price as your basis, you certainly always were in the money going forward. Here's the same kind of a thing. It takes 2 or 3 days to resolve it, but then you certainly had continuity to the downside. Definitely have continuity over here, and possibly now making this move here. The one thing that is from a technical point of view bothersome is the support here at 96, but we're about 40 points away from support, so there's still some opportunity here. But a move towards 96 certainly is very feasible given the relative strength of the CAD. So this is probably one of the stronger price impulse trades that we have. It just may take a couple of days to resolve as the price action develops. The other trade that we looked at, of course, the big breakout trade is the pound yen. I'm sort of going with the hottest trades, and then we'll go to the slowest trades. Pound yen, here's the highs here for 153. I think, let me just go to the weeklies just to make sure that I'm correct on this. Well, no, I'm wrong. It's not the yearly highs, but it is the 6 months highs, I guess, somewhere around here, right? No, this is, am I right? No. Yeah, this is weeklies. No, I am correct. This is yearly's highs. It's absolutely right. This 53 level is the challenge of the yearly highs. Actually, look at a very, very bullish chart formation on the weeklies here. This is a very nice long cup and handle formation on a weeklies, and a breakthrough 53 definitely opens up the prospect of a much bigger, much wider move. I mean, this is the bust-out move that we could be seeing if we get the positive story on Brexit. So watch for that coil to unwind if we do get the fundamental confirmation. And then the much quieter story, we actually might as well take a look at the weekly here just 1 second just to see how it looks. So the weekly looks mildly negative, but with a supporting factor here at 110. My argument here, and I'm sort of looking at a very small, tight range here, is that if we have negative data on Aussie, certainly the 110 comes into play. It's not very far away from here, but this whole 110, 111, 110 range is where we've been consolidating for the last really pretty much most of November, right, or half of November. No, really most of November, since the beginning of November, and a break to the downside here does open the prospect of a full unwind all the way down to the 109s. On a relative basis. So I'd be watching that very carefully as the week progresses. That's how the week shapes up. Those are the best cross possibilities, I think, as we open up the week. It's really going to be, as I said, Aussie story front of the week with CAD being the positive catalyst, and the pound story as well, with Brexit being the key story for us on a breakout basis. Wish you guys the best luck, the best trading. Boris Schlossberg, over and out.